So I made sure to layer up today because I was saying I was really cold. It's because I was thinking it was going to be warm, so I wasn't prepared. I know some of you guys were laughing because I know some of you it's like snowing where you're at, and it's not even like that cold over here. But if anything, I think we're more used to like the heat because it gets like 115 degrees Fahrenheit over here, and yeah, that's more we're more on like the hot side. So I guess I'm not used to the cold. But yeah, I mean, when I first started lifting, I actually used to just work out from my garage, and that weather can be really all over the place when you're working out outside. But yeah, like that's when I started was in a garage, and I think it was like the first, you know, 2 to 3 years when yeah, that I just strictly just used that kind of just the simple equipment, and saw amazing progress. That's why it's like if you don't, if you just have weights at home, like you can still, make the best of it and see amazing progress. It just makes it convenient when you can use machines and all that stuff. And yeah, like it just makes it convenient. That means some machines are like they more comfortable, compared to like maybe free weights or all that stuff. But you can still see progress. And yeah, I know that's why I'm just like, I wish I did use machines kind of more in the beginning. Like I was telling you guys, like for my lower body, I just felt like I just never really, I was more focusing on balancing everything and, squats and stuff, and I just never got it down. And that's why I just feel like my lower body needs to catch up to my upper body. And, I just feel like, but I'm glad that we're focusing on it now. I do feel like we're seeing progress because when I did start, like I saw like beginner progress, because when you're just starting, you do like see like the newbie gains and all that stuff. So, but then it like plateaued. I just never really progressed for my lower body until I started like incorporating machines because I felt like it just helped me, focus more on the actual, like me just really pushing and working the muscle instead of worrying about all these other factors. Because yeah, form's important. So if you don't even have the form down and everything like that, sometimes it can take a while. But some muscle, like you just kind of like are more comfortable. Like for some reason, like my bench press, like that just always felt comfortable to me. I always just felt like I just knew how to do it, and I didn't really have to think too much about it. Yeah. So not for lower body though, but we're working on it. And yeah, last leg day when we did hamstrings and glutes, like man, I was so sore. I was so sore, and it felt really good. So I'm excited to see how today will look because this will be like the second round of us, like since we split lower body. So this will be like the second round. And yeah, I know you guys were asking, or I guess the new people were asking what's my split. So what I do is I split lower body, so it's going to be quads and calves, and then we have upper, which is going to be chest and biceps and shoulders, and then we rest, and then we do hamstrings and glutes, and then the next day back and triceps, and then we rest, and then we repeat. And I know one of you guys were also asking, I feel like this is a Q&A. I know you guys are asking, why do I put chest and biceps together, and then, why don't I just do a push and pull? And, honestly, I can. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I got kind of, I'm starting to like just, me, because how I told you guys, I want my arms to, like, get bigger. So instead of me just separately having an arm day, I don't think I need to do that yet, maybe, but I'm just like, okay, we're gonna hit my chest. We do shoulders, and then we're gonna do biceps. And biceps, they're like, I guess you can say fresh. They're fresh because I haven't really hit them. We're not, because when I'm doing back, your biceps are indirectly getting activated. And I just wanna like take advantage of them being to their full potential, I guess you can say. But you know, it might be just a very minimal little thing, but I'll take it. So that's why I'm doing it like that. And yeah, but nothing's wrong doing it the other way either. Like if you are seeing progress, like that's an amazing indicator to know you're on the right track. And I just kind of got used to doing it like this, you know, but who knows, maybe I might change it or I don't know. But yeah, been enjoying doing it that way. And yeah, so you know, might as well get into it and yeah, just we'll hop in and I'll see you guys in there. Okay, so this is the first working set, and then after these, I'm wanting to try something else besides RDLs, and I'll show you. I forgot what the machine's called, but you're like it's the same movement, but just different angle for your hamstrings and glutes. So I want to try them out. I'm hoping it'll stay open. Actually, it just got taken. Oh, no, no, never mind. They changed their mind. Okay. Well, anyways, let's go into it. Okay, that was a heavier weight than usual, but I think it was fine to do it for one set. We're going to drop it a little bit for the next because I want that extra squeeze at the end, and I wasn't getting that too much because it got heavy. So I think only for the few reps I was able to get it, and then couldn't get that extra squeeze. So we'll just drop it, but yeah, drop it the next one. Okay, so that machine is taken. Um, but we'll see. I was so set on it. I hate when that happens. I'm like, I too set on something, and then I'm and then of course it's taken. Okay. So, like I was saying, I like doing just maybe just a couple partials at the end, just because you don't know, maybe you can get that extra rep in that you didn't think you could, and it's almost like just to make sure that you're done for that set. So, you know, I do throw in those partials at the end. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll do one more set. We'll do one more set, and then we'll see what's open. Okay, so since this isn't our last thing for hamstrings, we're not going to do a drop set or anything. Usually I do for this one, but since we're starting with this first, we're not. And go ahead and do our other movement for hamstrings. Okay, we'll see what we do next. It might be RDS. Okay, so this was the one I wanted to do. I don't even know if my face is in the camera. So yeah, I did like a feel out set to see what weight I'm working with. So we're trying this. This will be my working set. We'll see how this weight feels. But yeah, it feels really good. So we'll go ahead and just jump into it. Kind of I was using a plate for my feel out set. So I'm using a dumbbell now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang it, because when you hang it, you can carry more weight. Because imagine if you had heavier weight and you're up here, you're using your arms and stuff and you get more tired. So, just have it hanging and just work on, you know, doing your hip flexion. So let's just go ahead and see how this goes. Oh, okay, so I was kind of messing with my feet placement, um, trying to see what feels more comfortable, because I'm trying to think, if I'm doing my RDLs, that kind of width in a foot placement. And so I'm just taking it here and trying that. But then I ended up trying to do it more like straight and seeing how that felt. But yeah, I think I like this machine. I think the thing that I have like a tricky time figuring out is man, I don't know if would be a good angle to show you guys, but my knees, they're not, I don't know if you can tell, but I think they're called boat-legged knees. So like this is like normal, but then my knees like kind of go more like curved the opposite way. And so that that is locked out for me. And you don't want your legs to be locked out. But it's just a weird feeling, because I feel like they lock out easier when I'm on this machine for some reason. Oh gosh, my camera, or not my camera, my mic keeps getting covered. So gosh, I hope it's not all muffled. But so I'm trying to combat that. So I'm trying to focus on that, but yet trying to, kill the hamstrings and glutes. So maybe it's just take some practice. So since, it's technically still a new movement, we're gonna keep this weight. Um, it's funny. I want to do 3 sets, because we're only, well, the plan was to do 2 sets of everything, but it's so hard just to do that. But it's not like these are our last things to do either. So we'll do maybe 1 or 2 more, and then we'll see what we'll do next. See, I think I'm tempted to do 1 more, just because I'm just getting the feel for it, and feel like it's one of those things, like I know I'm not going as hard as I can, because I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'm also trying to figure out, do I do I prefer these over the RDLs? And I think I do, but I feel like I want to give it another try before I like decide that. Um, but part of me wants to add a little bit more weight just to make it harder, because you know when something's too light, you kind of just like, it's hard to get that solid, like solid reps. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's like so obvious when I'm doing like dumbbell inclines. Like it's so light that you're kind of like all over the place, but then when it's like heavier, it's like more solid. So we'll just leave it. We'll do one more. So I was noticing I was picking up the weight a little bit. So I guess using my arms a little bit, but it's not that heavy. It's fine, but you know, I guess I'm just like really wanting to make sure I'm getting that stretch and not letting the weight stop me from getting that full stretch, you know, like hitting the ground. So I don't know, because a part of me is like, yeah, I guess just trying to figure out, because you know, all machines, you have to adjust them to your body, you know, and I feel like this is a good spot for my body to hang over. So we'll go ahead and do the last one. Okay, those really burned. I for sure will add more weight for the next time we do these and see how they feel. They'll probably feel more like secure and yeah, just kind of like that sweet spot. Okay, I think we'll go and do hip thrusts. Okay, remember last time I jumped weight a little too much, so this time it's just a little bit more weight, and we'll see how many reps we can do. But man, even though like it wasn't crazy weight I was doing with me doing like that hip flexion. Gosh, what's that boot? Gosh, what is that machine called? I'm pretty sure it said on the machine. I didn't even look. I just wanted to make sure I got the machine. But doing that, like, man, I am so tired, because I mean, even if it's not a crazy, you know, lift or anything, you should still be working as hard, and your body will be just as tired. Ooh. Yeah. The only thing we don't like about this machine is re-racking it. So, but I don't want that to like let me not do that one more rep. So it's fine. Because we'll do one more set of this, and then we're gonna do Bulgarians. I had someone ask me how long do I usually rest, and I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's more of like that feeling of I know enough, that feeling of okay, I can do a full on good set again, And you know, I'm not like so waited so long that I'm like cold already, you know, but then again that I have energy. So it's just like on, so I've been doing this for 8 years. So I feel like I understand like, okay, that's the feeling. I can go again or whatever. But I want to say it's a roughly like 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm just like, okay, my next set and go again. But so yeah, if you have to time it, and then later meet you might just have a feel for it. I'm gonna need a rest on my Bulgarians. You guys saw me last time. Gosh. Okay, we'll go ahead and go and kill her. The last thing, go and kill ourselves. So they didn't have the 40s. We did 40 the last time, and they felt good. I mean, it was hard. So we're doing the 45s. I might, you know, feel like dying, but it's okay. We're gonna just do it for 2 sets. And it's funny when I started lifting in the beginning, and if I would tell myself if I didn't push myself hard enough, I had to do a whole other set of it, you know, and that would make me make sure I push myself hard enough because it's like just make that one count. You know, don't do so many that you know. So I guess I'm just like I used to just try to tell myself like, yeah, what you're doing right now, it's gonna count and it's gonna matter. So just push through it, and you're gonna be okay. Don't put yourself through pain longer when you can get a better benefit, you know, in that moment and get stronger, you know. So it's sometimes I still tell myself that, even though I'm not going to do another set, but it's just like, no, make this one count. So let's just get into it. We're going to, you know, lean forward because we're going to be focusing more on the glutes. Mm. So I'm going to rest a little bit and then we'll go into the next one. Now we'll do our longer rest. But as you guys can see, we start with the week one first. So not only is it weak, but it's a little more unstable than the right which I think is a good thing that we're doing these, because I used to do these, then I took them out. But when I used to do them, I was a little unstable in the beginning, and then it just got better. So just reminding myself to brace and just, keep it the same rhythm. But those felt really good. I'm glad we stuck with this weight. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I could have done one more rep for each leg. So this last set, I'm gonna make sure I really, really put my all into it. And we're gonna do a drop set as well, because this is our last movement. Okay. It's our last set. I better be wobbling out of here. Okay, we'll just get into it, put all our energy into this. Last time I didn't rest between these sets, so we're gonna rest and then kill it for the last side. Sometimes I try to control my breathing. Don't let it take over me. See, my hands are so sweaty. I know someone was asking if they should use straps or if you have to, be lifting for a certain amount of time. Sometimes it's as simple as you just want to hold on to the weight because your hands get sweaty. And, there's nothing wrong with that. We all have our reasons why we use things or do things. And if it's, helping you towards your goals, then I think it's a good idea to at least even try it. But, we're still gripping. My forearms are still on fire, holding on to everything, even with straps on. Okay. We're gonna smooth the weights over here to do more work. Okay. Oh, you. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh, God. I'm gonna sit here. I'll turn off the camera later, but we're done. That was a good set. We're finished. We can leave the gym now. Oh. Well, we're definitely warmed up now. Ooh, yeah, it feels super hot. But yeah, like I was saying, just telling yourself that pain that you're feeling during each set, each rep, it's just gonna last for that little bit. And then you can be satisfied at the end after you're done. Because just knowing you didn't push yourself, I feel like you kind of like suffer a little, mentally. Because it's almost like you almost gave up on yourself. And that never feels good. I mean, we can like to justify it as much as we want. I mean, I did, with certain things I would justify, even though deep down, like, I knew I like just gave up on myself. And and it's funny because I would tell myself, no, I'm being kind to myself. I'm just, I need to show myself some love and being kind. But it's like, because if you really did love yourself, you would believe in yourself, and now we're talking more mentality stuff, because I feel like that's what will really, take you to the next level. Like, you can put all your energy into something, but mentally, if you're holding back just a little bit, you're just holding back on yourself. Whatever you're capable of. The person that says they can't do it and that they can do it, they're both right. So it's like, it's what you believe, and that's what's gonna end up happening. And like how I was saying, like, my birthday's coming up, and you guys are asking how old I am, and I'm 28. I'm gonna be 29, and yeah, like I've told you guys before, I've really haven't given myself, or at least I haven't fully believed in myself until, I guess, recently, because I would make excuses for myself. I felt like I guess you can say I didn't feel like I had anything to offer, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like I was just going through the motion instead of fully, like, living. And with that can be scary, and I feel like that's okay. I felt like it took me a little bit to get over that. And I was making excuses for myself, being like, nah, I'm fine. I don't need to do this or that. Like, I guess for the example is YouTube videos. I always wanted to do them. I've always felt like, you know, I just felt like there is more than just, you know, what's around me. Like, there's more out there. There's more amazing people. And, you know, I just always felt like if I'm just as lost or confused, like, I would never want someone to be where I was at. And, you know, and also if like I can give any advice for things that has helped me. And like I said, I don't know everything. I just know things that has helped me and, you know, has gotten me this far and also has helped me enjoy working out. And I feel like that's the beautiful thing, is just enjoying the things that we're doing. And I feel like that's, you know, that should never be overlooked. You should always enjoy what you're doing, and you should always believe in yourself. I don't want to go in too much detail, but as I've kind of talked before, is, you know, I've grown a lot mentally, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to do and feel how I am now. And I don't regret going through what I did, because, you know, I felt like there was times where I felt like, oh, I'm taking up space. I'm, you know, like just kind of like feeling, I guess, not loving myself, you know, when it really comes down to it. It's just like, because everyone's important. Everyone's important, you guys. And there is no one that is more special than someone else for any reason. Everyone matters. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has feelings. And I feel like you need to, you know, really, really, I guess, like I said, just believe in yourself and love yourself. And you know, when you're trying to like talk yourself out of something and you try to validate yourself and you're like, nah, I don't need, even though in your heart, you know, that's what something you want to do, whatever it is. And you're just like, man, I always want to do this, but nah, there's so many people doing it. Or why am I gonna be any different than someone doing that? Like, it's just me. Or, you know, you start telling yourself excuses and you try to make yourself feel better, but don't you see, like, you're still hurting inside? Might as well try it and at least tell yourself, nah, I tried it, and then what's the worst gonna happen? Like, because it felt like me being so low, I was just like, well, me trying, how is it gonna feel worse than this? You know, and sometimes I feel like we sometimes have to go to that point to really just wake up and really feel and outweigh what we try to tell ourselves. But, you know, like I said, if you guys have goals and things you want to do, are you taking action doing them? Are you putting in that little bit of, you know, work? Because a little bit of something is better than nothing. So please, please give yourself that. Tell yourself that you can do it and that you do believe in yourself. And even if things feel a little uncomfortable, tell yourself, well, maybe I'll try it for a few days, few months, maybe a year, and just keep going. And if that slowly, that feeling's getting a little better and better, then, you know, you like fooled yourself, but in a good way. So I hope it doesn't take you guys as long as it took me. And if you are feeling that way, if you're feeling like, man, like I don't feel like I can get any better, like where my mental state is, I feel like I gave up on myself. You know, I don't think I can achieve anything. Then know that this is your like hero arc, you know, like when, you know, the good guy is towards failing, but he doesn't give up. And then, you know, he actually follows through with what he wanted to do. And I think that's the funny thing, is sometimes we do have to be at our darkest moments to rise up and know that this isn't the end. There is so much more you can give. And maybe it did take you that going to that place to feel like, you know what, I don't want to feel like this forever. But like I've told you guys, me following through and doing things that are a little uncomfortable, like recording myself and stuff, like I've never felt happier because just connecting with you guys are just, because I guess, you know, if me being like, I guess, experiencing it 8 years ago, the fitness industry isn't so nice. And sometimes I feel like it still isn't nice. And that makes me sad because it doesn't have to be mean. I feel like I even get scared when I hear people like, you're not doing things right. You need to do this, you know, and I'm just like, whoa, like I feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, gosh, why? I know other people that love fitness are not like this. I know it. And I guess it's just like, I'm happy to, like, you guys have shown me that, yeah, that isn't the case. There are very sweet, understanding people that, you know, at the end of the day, we're just trying our best. And that makes me so happy because I feel like, yeah, I don't know, to me, like, I get all like, whoa. So I, I just, the world's so huge. I know that that's not all that there is out there. So I appreciate you guys, you know, sharing things with me, sharing your guys' journey, and I'm able to relate to it. And you know, that's just so amazing. I think you guys should need to be more proud of yourselves. I've had people tell me I've only been lifting for 2 years or 3, or I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing. You didn't give up on yourself for that long. Like, you know, like think about it. Like I I want you guys to give yourself more credit. You know, I'm amazed with you guys, and I love how you guys are just always trying to, like, you know, push through, find that, I don't know, just that spark and excitement. And I think that's so, like, I don't know, I use the word cute a lot, but I think that is. I think it's beautiful and cute. And yeah, because it's like I like finding the happiness in the littlest things. And if that's like, yeah, me getting a solid lift in, like that does make my day, and it is fun. And I love how we can talk about those things, you know. And yeah, because I was thinking, because you know how I was like, I want to go stream on my birthday and like interact with you guys. And I'm just like, oh, what should we do? I want it to be fun for you guys. But then sometimes I'm just like, oh, like you guys are like those friends that I don't feel like I have to overdo it. Like I'm just like, we're just talking about things we love and enjoy. And regardless, like I feel like no matter what, you know, I feel like we're just gonna have a good time. And because like I feel like, you know, your guys' personalities are just amazing to me. Like I I don't need much. I just, you know, enjoy good interactions, and that makes me happy. So I appreciate you guys. And you know, I feel like I'm just in awe. Like I can go on and on, but I appreciate you guys, and thank you. Thank you for just being yourself, you know. And I'm glad I'm getting to, you know, meet you guys. So I'll see you guys for the next one for tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great workout if you're seeing this. And you know, push it. You know, really don't give up on yourself and really push it. So, bye you guys.